Outside here in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
To kick off for Atlanta.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. What a great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7. Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
29-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bridgewater again. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
First down.
To the ground attack here, it's McCaffrey. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they certainly had success success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Bridgewater. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now he's hit. And Bridgewater loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. first out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. The play fake. Bridgewater rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Carolina.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now the second down throw on target. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. Three tight ends. Bridgewater with a keeper. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And it is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Dante Fowler in on the stop. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 16. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
At the 50-yard line.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Bridgewater. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Let's do this. Come on now. Yeah, we dominate today.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing